Controlled abiotic fires. Most commonly used in nature conservation efforts to control flora and invasive species, these fires have been a significant tool across history in well over 100 years, even dating back to use in indigenous cultures. With modern revolutions in botany and understanding how microbiomes affect plant life, Dr. Kleinschmidt and I set out to ask a question. How do these fires affect the microbiome? And, more specifically in my area, protozoans. Protozoa are largely understudied, with novel information coming every day. New discoveries and expanding the frontier of this understudied field are always possibilities that are right around the corner. We traveled to the prairies of the Walter Woods Conservation Area, maintained by the University of Dubuque, which also serves as a nice grounds for longitudinal studies without outside interference. Once we located an adequate location for our experimental and control groups, we devised 3 general aims that we wished to accomplish with this study. First was straightforward, to survey the morphological and taxonomic diversity of free-living protozoans in the Walter Woods and prairie soil biomes. Secondly, to establish a methodology to enable a longitudinal project of collecting data from both control and experimental plots at varied time intervals in order to assess the soil and microbiome health. This could be expanded on in future studies. Lastly, we would expand again on our first goal by creating a survey using a baseline prairie plot, the no-burn control, which will be compared to a burned experimental plot to provide data which investigates the short and long-term impacts of these fires on the protist communities themselves. We set up shop in the lab, reviewed the equipment we would use for this experiment, and then went to the drawing board in order to devise the best possible methodology of approaching this experiment. Through our observation of the pre-burn, post-burn, and control plots, we were able to learn a lot about these microorganisms and the populations that they are a part of. And as you go through this study, you will too. Welcome again to our analysis of the soil protozoa population response to abiotic controlled burnings.